Yo, we are back in After Effects, and in today's video I'll be showing you one of my favorite music video transition, which is this reverse transition right here. And I know I have made a lot of video on these like reverse transition before, like 2 or 3 I guess, but yesterday I found some really cool ways to mix it with some like lens distortion. But this style was actually done by DT's FX, so I just took inspiration from him. So if you want to follow him, I'll link his social media down below. But now without wasting more time, let's just get into the video. So in my timeline you can see I have these 2 clips right here. It is saw by Spooky Festival, but right here my first clip is too long, so right around like this middle part I want to add the reverse. So I'm just going to trim my first clip around like here and call this trimmed out reverse. Right here you can rename it to reverse. Then to add the reverse kind of effect, we'll be using Sapphire random edits for now. So Sapphire random edits, and go to where it says edit frame length and just set it to 1, and it will instantly give this like image type of flickering type of effect, as you can see, but it's too slow for me, so I'm just gonna set it to 1 right here, so it goes a little faster right there. Now as you can see, that looks way more smoother and faster as well. To make it more smooth, I like to add something like a RSMB with it, which would add a lot of motion blur in there, making it look really seamless right there. This is also a plugin if you don't already know. Then after that you can add some black. Then after that you can add a hue and saturation, lower down the saturation. So we lost some saturation right there, like DTs did it. Now after this you can see we have this basic reverse effect going on, but to spice it up, as I said, we're gonna add some lens distortion in here. So for that, just add an effect called warp, a simple warp right here, and go to where it says warp style and just set it to FreeStyle right here. Then just lower down the bend so it goes into minus, so around like minus 50, around like this, and you can hit the stopwatch in the bend. And as you go, just like bring up the amount to 100. So we have this like crazy bending effect going on as our clips goes. Looks real hard. Then you can mix this up with some CC lens. So if you have CC lens right here, and just bring up the size to around like 300 at first, and hit the stopwatch at size. Go over to the end, so around like here, and just lower it down as it goes, so something like this. So we have this like CC lens type of effect right here. And yeah, I guess that right there creates the look that we're going for, like the freestyle look. But I guess the reverse is too long, so I'm just gonna trim it and just bring up my clip right here, so it is like not that long of a like reverse, and you can even like adjust a keyframe according to there, so something like this. Now we're gonna add some transitions to like blend it in with our original clip. So to do that, you can add something like a solid, make it the color to white, and just hit OK. Above this like your reverse, and just hit T on the keyboard to bring up the opacity. Make sure it's 1 frame whole white, and as it goes, just lower it down the opacity to 0. So we have this like kind of flash effect right here. Then you can easy ease those opacity keyframes. Go into graph. In value graph, just make a graph like this, so it is a little smoother. Yeah, I guess that looks real hard right there. Now I like to use some presets to transition through. So I'm going to use my essential effect right here. So I'm just going to create a adjustment layer and just trim it over my second clip, so this clip right here, and open up my animation preset. Go over to user presets and go to where it says essential effects and transition v1. This is my pack right here, and from my pack you can add any. There are 40 plus dope effect in there, so anything that works for y'all. So if I show you like warp bounce, a completely random one, if I add this in here, this would look hella cool. As you can see, a warp transition right there. As you can see, the pack is like really insane. But one of my favorite effects from this pack is a best wiggle right here. So if I add it on the adjustment layer and play through, you can see we have this crazy wiggle effect going on our clip. Looks hella hard, not gonna lie. As you can see, all those chroma looks real cool. And you can even add like another adjustment layer right here, make it 1 frame, and add like an exposure something like this to like make it flicker in. so it looks a little smooth, not gonna lie. Yeah, and while you're using essential effects, you can go to your first clip, and in it you can add something like a hotspot, and then just line up the keyframe, so center keyframe around the end. So we really have this really cool like dark transition going on, and it like, and our solid layer comes in flashing, and it goes into this random time effect and goes into this wiggle. So this combination right here looks hella cool. So as you can see, this combination of effects looks real cool. So if you want to download essential effects, I'll link it in the description. It's actually really goated. Like, it is one of my favorite preset pack I have ever made for sure. I use it on daily basis on my own music video to spice up my work as well. So if you want to spice up your work and save some time, go over to the description and download it right now. But with that, as you can see, our final effect looks something like this. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and I'ma see you on the next one. Peace.